Hello there. Welcome back to grade 10 business studies. In this video, I want to look at the question on the business operations, and we are going to look at question 3 on this question paper. So, our question reads: mention 3 factors that influence the organizational structure. And we know that in organizational structure, uh, it defines how tasks are delegated to achieve an organizational goal, and it also helps clarify employees' roles and responsibilities. So our question needs factors that are influencing our organizational structure. So we see that we have got various options that we can include there. We have got size of the company being one of the factors that influence organizational structure. We're talking about size of the company. We also have technology being also a factor, and also we have strategic goals of the company being the third factor that we can also give. Remember, our question is looking for 3 factors, so we can raise those 3. We say identify the business function in each statement below. The functions so that the business can achieve its objective, and we know that C is the general management, so obviously here we are saying management. Positive public image. So you are given a scenario that you are given there in terms of JL Limited, and it is Sharon works for JL Limited, a leading clothing retailer. She was promoted from supervisor to administration manager. She is now in charge of 30 people in her department. So first question is identify Sharon's new management level. Motivate your answer by going from the scenario. So management administration manager. So this is management level. So we relate to the management level that applies to administration manager. And we know that this is a mid-level management. So maybe we can just try to put it down as a mid-level management. So here we are saying mid-level. In terms of question 3.3.1. Then you go to 3.3.2 says explain your responsibilities on the management level identified in question 3.3.1. So we are saying responsibility of mid-level management is the one that we are referring to. But if you go back to 3.3.1, we have the second part of the question is saying motivate your answer by quoting from the scenario below. So obviously, we've identified as mid-level management, and then you are going to quote that she was just quote the sentence which is saying she was promoted to administration manager. Then you end here. So that's the quote that you can give. And 3.3.2 identified in question 3.3.1, and we're saying we identified it as the mid-level management, and the responsibilities now of mid-level management. We are saying the first responsibility that we can mention is to make a medium-term tactical decisions that focus on how the business will carry out strategic decisions. So it becomes the first responsibility. Then second responsibility are they turn tactical decisions into action. They turn tactical decisions into action. Then third responsibility is that they motivate and encourage lower level management. So basically those 3 will lead you to get your 6 marks. And the next part of our question is now 3.4, which describe 2 methods of carrying out public relations. Describe 2 methods of carrying out public relations. So you see that we have got method that we have here for carrying public relations, whereby we are having the use of telephone, word of mouth. So basically, if you go back there, obviously we need to understand what do you mean by public relations, so that we can be able to public relations. But public relations, basically, the aim of public relations is to inform the public, prospective customers or investors or partners, employees and other stakeholders, and persuade them to maintain a positive or a favorable view about the organization. So that's the explanation that we have in terms of public relations. So within that context now, that's when we are now supposed to come up with methods of carrying out, so that we can be able to engage with various methods, whereby we've got method 1, we say it's about the business, follow up by calling some. The next we've got word of mouth of social media network, is also Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, and this allows companies to talk about business or products through the social media or mouth. Then also we can use the method of exhibitions or shows which demonstrate new products, business range, store and gives information about the business or product. So this becomes the third one. But if we go back to our question, you see that our question is asking only for two. So we have various methods that we have there that we can employ. We also have the business social. I believe for transit advertising also can be also a method. And then we have got the media or publicity and for as a method also. So we can just pick two from the ones that we have there. Then I will go to the next question, which is saying discuss the importance of quality for businesses. What is the importance of quality for businesses? So obviously, if you go there, you see that we have got various points that are explaining the importance of quality of businesses. So the first one is saying dealers and consumers are assured that products are of required standard. So quality ensures that products are of required standard. Then secondly, it encourages workers to continue to produce quality products. So if there are quality products that are being produced, also workers, when they're working, they know they have to match the standard of producing those quality products. Then the next thing, increased customer satisfaction. Obviously, that one is clear. Customers will be satisfied with products that are of quality. Then the next, increase high quality places products above those of competitors. So basically, to be ahead of your competitors becomes a great positive to the organization or business. Then we go to last one, increased likelihood of achieving business vision and goals. That is also the last point that we have that's supporting that. Then I'll go to our next question, which is now 3.6. We say differentiate between quality control and quality assurance. So we have got new terms that are coming in: quality control and quality assurance. So quality control basically it's a process by which entities review the quality of all factors involved in production. So when we have got a review process of all the factors that are involved in production, it's quality control. There is quality assurance now. It's a systematic process used to determine if a product or service meets quality standards. So that becomes quality assurance. So the question needs us to identify a difference or discrepancies that exist between quality control and quality assurance. So go to answer section, you would see that we have that's presented in the form of a table. That where we have got a column for quality control and quality assurance. And if you go back to our question, you see that your question is for formats. Obviously, it needs 2 points, 2 differences. So we can just try to see we've got 2 differences that we have here. The first one under quality control is saying inspection of the final product to ensure that it meets the required standards. That is what transpires under quality control. Then under quality assurance carried out during and after the production process to ensure quality standards have been met at every stage of the process. Then quality control, or the second difference, it includes setting targets or measuring performance and taking corrective measures. Then under quality assurance, we've got ensure that every process is aimed at getting the product right first time and prevent mistakes from happening again. So those are the discrepancies or differences that are there. Then we go to the last part of our question, which is saying evaluate the impact of the National Consumer Protection Act on businesses. But we know that the Consumer Protection Act aims to promote fairness, openness, and good business practices between suppliers of goods and services and the consumers. So basically, that's the aim of a Consumer Protection Act. So our question is just to evaluate the impact of the Consumer Protection Act on businesses. So obviously, this question is looking for advantages or positive and disadvantages or negatives of the Consumer Protection Act on businesses. So basically, we are going to go through the advantages and then we'll go through the disadvantages of having the National Consumer Protection Act. So we try to see there again what do we have concerning the Consumer Protection Act. Obviously, we come here, you see that these are the advantages for businesses of the Consumer Protection Act. The first advantage is that it enables businesses to resolve disputes fairly through the consumer court. So disputes will be resolved fairly through the Consumer Protection Act. Then secondly, this one becomes the first one. Then secondly, business may build a good image if they ensure that they do not violate consumer rights. And we've got business may gain consumer loyalty if they if they comply with the Consumer Protection Act. So these are some of the advantages. But if you go back to the question, you'll see that our question has got 8 marks. So obviously, we can just take 2 points for advantages and 2 points for disadvantages. So we come here, you would see that we've got various advantages that we have there, likely to have court cases against them for consumer rights violations. So if you just comply with the Consumer Protection Act, you're going to see that you're going to face low court cases for consumer rights violations. So correct. Then when you go to them, may be replaced or repaired or money refunded if they are fault or cares within 6 months after purchase. So that means it's a disadvantage from the point of view of the business. The next, consumers can take advantage of business and of business and return goods when it is not necessary to do so. So this is just correct. We can see that consumers can take advantage of the Consumer Protection Act since they know that they are going to be protected. They go there in line and try to gain out of other businesses. So that becomes a disadvantage from the point of view of the businesses. Then next is saying processes and procedures required of businesses can be expensive and time consuming. So the process can also be expensive and time consuming to follow, which is also a disadvantage. So we have the question, you can just pick 2 from advantages and pick 2 from disadvantages, and then you can get your 8 marks. So basically that's what we have according to this video. Thank you for listening. Let's not forget to subscribe and share to our channel. Let's not forget to share the link to our colleagues who are doing grade 10 business studies. Let's meet again in the next video. As for this video, I'm signing out.